In my undergrad years, I went to University of Memphis specifically to study print journalism. And I went out and I kind of developed a pretty traditional journalism career. I got a job at a newspaper and was working, and I don't know, the bug just never left me. I really wanted to keep exploring. I was looking for an opportunity to marry the research topics that I had delved into the deepest while I was in graduate school. I had studied urban planning and development. I had studied Appalachian studies issues, and when I had the opportunity to go back to school, I did, and University of Kentucky's Department of Community and Leadership Development offered a great opportunity for me. I also wanted to do something that could serve as a professional portfolio, if you will. Something that I could showcase. These are my skills. I know how to develop a website. I know how to do social media and promote content and build audience and engage people online. So when I put those things together, I began thinking about the HillVille. Appalachia has a wide variety of stereotypes around it. People think of it as rural, as poor, as maybe steadfastly locked in time. I thought it would benefit the region if we could have a place that would showcase a different side of it, that it does have urban centers, that it does have these very vibrant places where public life is, derived of the creative class. I thought that people that felt the same way would like to have a place where they could come and read about things they're interested in and interact with other people that feel the same way as they do. I have a co-publisher, a partner in crime. Her name is Beth Newberry. She also has written kind of extensively about her urban/rural Appalachian identity for her master's degree. So she and I made a natural partnership. And we launched in December of 2012. And the response immediately was really great. We got picked up by blogs in the region and various cities, and people who blog about Appalachia, and people that know that that's their heritage. They have a natural curiosity about it. Even if their grandparents moved to a place, they may have heard stories or traveled back home with their families to reunions and events like that, and so they feel a certain connection and a desire to know more. There are lots of folks out there like that. We have the ability on the HillVille to see how people come to the site, and it's through a lot of search terms like Appalachia and Chicago, or Appalachia and cities, or search words like that. So that tells me that there are people out there looking for, I guess, their identity searching.
Well, you sure better hop right up here and get at it now, because here goes the music. Santa Gooden, Santa Gooden.
The collection here is quite extensive. I've had several friends that came to Berea College to do this Appalachian Archives Fellowship, and so I knew about it, and I thought that would be a great opportunity for me in the HillVille. I could come here, delve into both in the sound archives, things that you can listen to, like old radio programs and oral histories, and print materials too that accompany those, that people could click on and engage with and interact with. And so I applied, and they were generous enough to allow me to come here and spend a month, and I've been doing that. I've been collecting materials.
We want to have time to tell the folks to come on down and see us tonight and every Saturday night here in the old barn, and see and hear the only barn dance in America that's put on in a real barn by the folks who live in an actual community. Come down and be with us any Saturday night. We're always glad to have you. The last string's always out. Little theme, boys, and we're on our way.
Maybe there's this stereotype that exists out there that Appalachia is this region contained unto itself. Really, that's not true. So many Appalachians have moved to cities across the U.S. They brought with them their culture, their food, their faith, their literary works, their habits, their manner of speaking, and all of that infused American life. So I think that people can come to the HillVille and understand a little bit about how their family is unique and their heritage and their identity is unique, but also how it's a part of this larger story that is all of our story. I would just like to say that I'm very thankful for the program, that they were willing to let me explore my interests. You know, when I presented my thesis, I went through the project and what the process had been, and the feedback that I got at that time was that you know, they felt like it was a good example of student work for the department, that it showed students that they didn't have to go the traditional thesis route, and if they didn't want to, they could complete a community project, one that typifies their skills and interests. Graduate studies are very rigid, and there's not a lot of opportunity to follow your own passion and interests. Ours allows that, and so I'm really grateful for that. I feel like I got out of it what I wanted to.